What is good, YouTube? Warstu here with a video on Deadpool and Wolverine, aka Deadpool 3. So we are less than 1 month to go until the movie comes out. It comes out July the 26th. Also, the final trailer is allegedly coming the first week of July. Usually Marvel drops trailers on a Monday. I can't see them dropping it this coming Monday though, because at the moment, at the time of recording this video, there's no information about the trailer coming out Monday, but if they're going to drop it anytime, most likely from what we're hearing at the channel, it's going to be the first week of July. So, if you're new around here, make sure to subscribe to never miss any Marvel, DC, Kaiju, Monsterverse, pop culture-based content that I try to cover on a daily basis. Shout turn notifications on and let me know. What is this crazy, insane post-credit scene? Although we're going to go over it today, of what it was supposed to be, and I've got the receipt for you lads. I've got the receipt so you can believe me. I'm pulling up the receipts in this video. Also, if you could, check us out on Instagram at Warstu to see the beautiful face behind the beautiful face. And also, if you could, check us out on Twitter, WarstuG, because then you could actually see the receipts I'm talking about. So let's break it down. So, one of the most trusted inside scoopers, and to be fair, I think this scooper's actually only credible, realistically, lads, when it comes up to trailer information. Other information, I don't know. So Daniel RPK has come out and said what the crazy post-credit scene was going to be, and you guessed it with all the hints and teases that your boy Warstu's been saying. Yeah, they tried to basically have a Robert Downey Jr. Ironman post-credit scene. He tweeted this. They also wanted Robert Downey Jr. to make a cameo in Deadpool and Wolverine, particularly in the post-credits scene, but it didn't work out. Furthermore, he went on to say it was supposed to serve as both a build-up for Secret Wars as a payoff to another scene that is still in the film, which I won't spoil. Neither will I. Neither will I. So then your boy Warstu comes and says this. I pull up a receipt. I had a conversation with him. So how it went down it went down like this. And this is dating back to April, right? If you remember April the 26th, the Russo bros shared their reaction to Robert Downey Jr.'s comment about returning to Tony Stark Iron Man in the MCU. Anthony Russo said, I don't know how they would do it. I don't know what the road would be to do that. And Joe Russo basically mimicked that and said, I mean, we closed that book, so it would be up to them how to figure it out. And then the next day, My Time to Shine comes out with the most outlandish, oh my God, this is a crazy post-credit scene. No one's going to see it coming. So I'm not going to say who, but I was basically told by multiple people in DMs that it was a Robert Downey Jr. Iron Man scene, although no one actually said exactly what the scene was. And if you go back to My Time to Shine's tweet, it's funny, right? Because they said, I can't believe they pulled this off. So it wasn't actually set in stone when it happened. So it does make me laugh how scoopers say stuff, because at the times I was told the information, I asked everyone about it. I already knew this was what everyone was on about. But basically, Daniel RPK said to me, yo, that is not true. Don't know where you got this information from, but it's not true. So My Time to Shine said this. Oh my God, this is too good. I'm not going to ruin this, but the post-credit scene in Deadpool and Wolverine is so mind-blowing. I can't believe they were able to pull it off without anyone knowing. April 24th. So this is going back so far. So I just find it funny when scoopers come out and say stuff, because I literally had this information back then. I've hinted that there was supposed to be some kind of Iron Man, Robert Downey Jr. scene, if you like. And this all stemmed from him coming out saying after he won the Oscar for the best supporting actor for Oppenheimer, obviously Cillian Murphy won the real Oscar, but Robert Downey Jr. has won a lot of awards for supporting actor. And he said, sure, he'd definitely come back. So I got into conversation with a lot of scoopers, and they all say, yeah, just a massive coincidence that the Russo spoke about what RDJ said. Then this crazy post-credit scene information's coming out, which is interesting, right? Because the information was true. We don't know if it's true. But what is interesting is it still could happen. This still could be the post-credit scene. Just because he comes out now and says, okay, this was the post-credit scene, but everyone was scared to say it. Now, I can't find the original tweet of where it originally came from for some reason, but someone said something, and then that scooper basically responded to it. So they wanted to put an RDJ Iron Man kind of post-credit scene to set up Secret Wars and also to pay off a scene in Deadpool and Wolverine. I'm not going to ruin it either, because I know exactly what you're talking about, but I'm not going to ruin it. But this is just, you know, to show you, yeah, I've got the receipts. I can show you. I was saying, yo, this is the scene. I was being basically delusional. And that's why I've been hinting that maybe they wanted an RGJ post-credit scene. Now, what is interesting now about this is, what is the actual post-credit scene going to be? Because usually Marvel has a mid and the post-credit scene. And if they wanted some variation of an Iron Man Robert Downey Jr. to appear. I mean, realistically, what they could do, hypothetically speaking, if that ever happened, was just do what they did with Wolverine. It's not the Logan that died in the Logan timeline. It's literally a mimic of Logan, is the real Wolverine we're getting. Quite similar, but not exactly the same. So all they have to do, realistically, to bring back RDJ and to not lessen and discredit the I love you 3000, I am Iron Man scene, is just find another Iron Man that's pretty similar to the one we had in the main MCU timeline and bring him back. That is realistically the easiest way they could do it. And I don't know whether Marvel have shown their hand here, because I don't know if people understand how things work. Is basically studios will use trades and use certain scoopers to put information out there to see what people think without them actually doing it themselves, if that makes sense. So it would be easy to bring Iron Man back, just do what they did with the Wolverine. Find a variant of Iron Man that's pretty similar or, you know, worse, not specifically evil, and bring him back that way. And the idea was it was going to be like a teaser, a stinger to get you hype for Avengers Secret Wars. And that is what they were trying to do, but they couldn't pay it off. It couldn't work out. Was it a money thing? Robert Downey Jr. makes a hell of a lot of money for the cameos that he did in Spider-Man Far From Home, and he would have charged a hell of a lot. So when they say they planned something, it just didn't work off, they couldn't do it. I mean, there's lots of different variations of what people have said. They planned an Iron Man Tony Stark cameo, was a teaser for Secret Wars and a payoff earlier in the movie, in the scene. There's not really a definition of why it didn't plan out, which is interesting, because a lot of people thought that Iron Man was also going to appear in the Kang's Dynasty and Secret Wars. Like I said, it would be really easy. Just do what they did for Wolverine. Bring a different variant of Iron Man through. I don't think they're going to bring Robert Downey Jr. Iron Man back as an evil Iron Man, because that would be kind of pointless. If they're going to bring him back, they should bring him back as the same Iron Man, but from a different universe, and just do what they did with Logan, because obviously Logan died in the greatest superhero movie ever. Just bring him back from a different Earth. Then you're not disrespecting the ending. But that was the crazy, insane post-credit scene. Now, what is interesting is what mid-credit scene and post-credit scene are the scoopers and people going to make up now, because now it's out there publicly and people can talk about it. Although I loosely already spoke about it, we can talk about it properly. What are they going to do now? What is the post-credit scene? Because in yesterday's video that has been taken down because I used a clip and some random companies tried to claim a clip in it, I basically revealed the whole movie in yesterday's video, how it all plays out. There is no post-credit information. It does tell you how it sets up what's coming with the MCU going forward, and how the ending of Deadpool essentially sets up the multiversal saga massively. Now, if that video doesn't come back up soon, I will have to repost the video, but I've counterclaimed it. And at the moment, it's not up. So I may have to repost that. But if you watch yesterday's video, you already know exactly what I'm on about. So like always, guys, check us out on Instagram at Warstu, check us out on Twitter, Warstu, and I will catch you in another video very soon. But first, let me know, what should they do in the post-credit scene? Because like I keep saying, this movie really has to spark the multiverse saga, because what comes next? Not an awful lot. You've got the Thunderbolts. You've got Captain America 4. These movies aren't really multiversal centric. Spider-Man 4 is coming at some point. You've got Daredevil that's coming out at some point. Not really multiversal based. So this post-credit scene is going to have to be massively multiversal based, whatever the new post-credit scene is, or actually it was most likely the original post-credit scene, because it sounds like they didn't even get to film this post-credit scene. It sounds like they had negotiations with RDJ and they just didn't go anywhere. So like always, guys, I will catch you in another video very soon. Catch you later.